So how'd you get started doing adult work?
So I was from a very young age. I was working in dancing and clubs overseas, did the whole Japan, Hong Kong, the normality, all that stuff. And it's progressed, I guess, from there as I got older and went along in more confidence. And I found it was an industry I felt comfortable in and I enjoyed. So it kind of became a thing that just rolled on bit by bit, I guess, in a way. And the more normalized this becomes in the sense that it's, I guess, around more now with the internet and so forth, that it's not so taboo, that it becomes in society where people can be a bit more free about it and a bit more open and, accepting.
Well, and I think OnlyFans did a lot to really kind of make it more mainstream because it's bridged that gap where you not only have adult models, but you have like mainstream actresses like Denise Richards or Drea De Matteo. They have an OnlyFans accounts, Bella Thorne. So it kind of, again, so it adds more, kind of, breaks down some of those
barriers and stuff. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think also it gives that human appeal to it as well because people now, it's kind of like in reach in a way to people, like becomes a bit more personalized. Even though people may say the opposite, I think OnlyFans has personalized people now to think, hey, that's someone who looks like someone I know, or maybe that's someone I could meet one day.
Because you can actually interact and you can talk.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it actually has personalized it more than remove it.
Yeah.
So,
and it's something that, because it sounds like, so was sex something that you kind of naturally gravitated towards, in terms of just something you enjoyed, something that you you were comfortable with?
Yes, I think growing up in Australia, growing up on the Gold Coast, it is like, I guess, like Miami, that type of look. So there's beaches, it's warm weather, you're in bikinis. I think that lifestyle kind of gravitates towards that as well when you're feeling confident. You're mostly working out, so to speak, like predominantly. And that kind of lifestyle, you're in the sun all the time and stuff. You have that lifestyle to crying out, feel confident, free. And in Australia, it's always been legal and so forth to have all the adult industries around. So there's no legalities around, nothing happening.
So it's like prostitution is legal?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So yes, it was only until last year though, you weren't allowed to do it at a hotel on your own. You always had to do it with a licensed venue or so forth. But now it's completely legalized. That
everywhere, anywhere.
Yeah.
Assuming the people are of legal age.
Oh, absolutely, yes,
obviously.
yeah, over 18 in Australia, and obviously consent, all those things, of course. So now everything's completely legal. So, but it has always been around stripping and so forth. That it's not been a big thing. So yeah, I was always interested in it. I had girlfriends who did it as well, and it just kind of become a thing that's. I don't know. Just
a natural fit to.
How do I say? I was going to say, I enjoy my work, and I enjoy the people I meet, and I think it's an interesting industry. I'm sure you've met many people in it.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
you meet all types of people.
Yes,
which I feel like it gets kind of unfairly maligned as this bad, negative industry. But I'm like, there's good people in every industry. There's bad people in every industry.
And I think it's also why you're in the industry is a massive. Reason why it could be good or bad as well, because there's a difference between needing to be in an industry and wanting to be in an industry.
True.
Especially with this type of work. So I think if you're in a great mindset of you want to be there.
A healthy mindset.
Yes. And you don't go down the path, which sadly in every industry, but some, especially in this industry, can go down a path of destruction or self-destruction.
Yeah.
As long as you steer clear of that and keep a clear head, I think that it can be a really great career for some people, but not for many.
So then I wanted to ask you, what in your opinion must a person have to have a healthy, good mindset to be able to do this?
If I had it my way, I wouldn't make it legal till someone was at least 25. I don't believe 18 to 25, you are sexually aware.
Okay.
You don't have that autonomy of your body so well in your own head space of saying yes or no properly because you may be influenced as a young female. Whereas I feel that as you get older, you have that more self-awareness. So I think you need to be self-aware. You need to have confidence. You need to be able to say your boundaries, yes, know what you're, okay with. Not be completely money-driven.
Yes.
I think if you are completely money-driven, you're going to blur those lines. And I think it's like you have to want to be in the industry.
Yes.
Otherwise, you see the slippery slope for other people who aren't. So Yeah.
And that's interesting because when I've had older, people that started in the industry in their 30s or their 40s, they had, it was more of a conscious choice in regards. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a conscious choice for a younger person, but as you said, our brains are still, still kind of forming, and they're still kind of getting to their point by our mid 20s.
Yes.
So whereas when you're older, you can be like you've already lived a certain portion of your life. You might have had other careers that you're like, you know what? Yes. I really don't want to keep doing something like this.
Absolutely. And I think also you've probably had more experiences in those areas in your personal life by then that you know where you stand with stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's a pretty big thing with that one.
So then when did you like fully engage in the adult industry then?
So I fully engaged probably about 7 years ago.
Okay.
I came out publicly in Australia about 2 years ago. And it's been the best thing ever since I've done that one.
So do you have like some, a good amount of notoriety back in Australia?
Yeah. So I've been on a lot of podcasts and news and stuff over there with it, promoting the good sides of it, I guess.
Yeah.
But with that myself, coming out publicly was a decision I had to make for my family and my friends to make sure it was the right thing to do, because once it's out, you can't take it back.
You can't put the genie back in the bottle.
So I say that to people, I'm not sure how it works in America, but a lot of girls do still cover their faces in their photos. But on the higher end stuff, we don't. But the moment you do that, and people say, should I cover my face? Only if you are 100% sure that's the industry you want to be in, because as you know, like photos of any kind on the internet, once they're out, then you can't get those things down ever.
You can't,
So it has to be a conscious decision. You know that you are confident for the backlash, because you will get backlash.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just a part of it, though.
Yes, yeah.
But then again, I feel like there's other. Like I always say, politicians are so vehemently hated, and I'm sure that's universal. But like, I don't think people that are in the adult industry. I mean, I'm sure there are some people that might hate them that strongly, but I feel like not to the levels of like a politician. Politicians can get millions of people, to despise every breath they take.
Yes, I think so. Yeah,
and so I think the problem. I think that where it comes with adult work is the idea that it's something that people feel guilty about liking.
Yes.
And they feel shamed that they are, that they get turned on by it. And I think they project their personal guilt and shame as anger and frustration towards the people that are in it. And produce it.
And also misunderstanding.
Yes.
People misunderstanding or misunderstood or don't completely understand something, they're going to judge, or they're going to have their opinions on that base, which is not their fault. No. It's just the way.
Well, and I think, though, there's a conscious effort to not try to understand people in there. I think that they want to look at you, someone, like that looks like you and has the huge boobs and everything, and make these judgments and not want to see past that.
Yes. Yeah. Because I think it's a bit of ignorance in a way of if you challenge your own beliefs, then you have to grow. And some people aren't ready for that.
No.